Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another community lot speed build. Or I guess if we're being totally accurate, we're actually renovating a community lot. And this used to be the Movers and Shakers gym in Willow Creek. Now this is for my save file, for my Rebuild Willow Creek project for my save file, so this will be going in that. But basically for this build, I decided that I did still want it to be a gym. I want Willow Creek to have a gym, but I wanted the gym to have a bit more of a use, since the one that was here previously was just really empty, didn't have a lot for your Sims to do or anything like that. And we've gotten a few like gym related items, you know, over the years with the packs and stuff, so I figured I would revamp this gym and turn it kind of into like a wellness center, I guess. So where this lot used to just be a gym, it's now actually a spa and a gym. So I did change the lot type to be a spa instead of a gym, since I want there to be a yoga instructor coming and all of that stuff. But yeah, in the gym is on like when we look at the screen from the front, it's on the right side, so the red building is going to be the gym, and then the black and white / blue building will be the spa. And the spa does have a yoga, like not a yoga studio, but a yoga instructor will come and teach classes, and then upstairs it has some massage tables and those little seats that your Sims can sit in for hand and foot massages and everything. So it has that, then, and it also has two like mud bathrooms where your Sims can go and take a mud bath or a soak or anything like that. And then the gym, I added in a basement for your Sims to have the bathrooms in the basement. I don't show you guys me building that, but it's not even in like the video tour, but you'll see it at the end when I show you guys the floor plan. But I mean, it's a bathroom, it's not that interesting. All it has is a huge big room with some lockers and stuff, and then separate rooms for a shower and a toilet and a sink. For I think there are like 5 of them, I think. So yeah, lots of bathrooms for your Sims. And then the gym obviously has all of the workout equipment on the 2nd floor, and then the 1st floor is kind of like the reception / kind of like where your Sims can grab a snack and stuff. I know that's probably not super realistic. I don't think regular gyms have like snack facilities or anything, but in The Sims it is always useful to have a place for your Sims to grab a snack, since they get hungry really easily. And yeah, it's just useful for like gameplay purposes, I guess. But yeah, then the backyard of this like lot, the back at the backside basically has a basketball court, and then I added one of those city living food stalls. I added the one with the tea and coffee one, so your Sims can, after, you know, a yoga class or a workout session or whatever, they can go outside, grab a coffee or a tea and just sit there and relax. And yeah, that's basically everything about the build. I show you guys me doing some of the layout and stuff. It's not super like intricate or anything, I guess, not really that interesting at all. But yeah, I did cut out a few things from this build, just random things of me not being able to decide on what color to use or some stuff like that, just some random stuff. And then I also cut out some of me just rotating the camera a lot, since that did happen. I had a lot of fun building this, but I wasn't completely sure of what I wanted it to look like. So I did spend a lot of time just flipping through the catalog and, you know, experimenting with different decorations and stuff like that, since I don't really have a baseline to work off of. I mean, the gym that was here previously was just, let's just say it was subpar, I guess. I always hate taking my Sims to like the base game gym that was here. I always replace it with something else. So I couldn't really work off of that, of what I, you know, as an example of what I wanted this lot to look like when I was done. And then on the other hand, I've never set foot in a gym in my life. Like, I have never even set foot in a gym before in my whole life. So I don't have like a realistic, I don't know, idea of what it looks like inside of a gym, or a spa for that matter. I've never been to either. So yeah, I couldn't base what I wanted it to look like off of that, like off of previous experience of it. So it was just a whole lot of me just randomly putting things everywhere and trying to figure out what I wanted to go where. But yeah, I wanted the exterior of this build to kind of look a lot, a lot like the original one, with all of the brick and stuff like that. I did use some of those new kind of like fake wall pieces, I guess, ramparts or whatever they're called, from Strangerville on the roof to kind of create the illusion that the building is actually taller than it is. And I really like the way they look in this area of Willow Creek. I figured that this area of Willow Creek, since it is for my save file, I do want this area of Willow Creek to be very, I don't know, not kind of New Orleans style. This kind of does remind me of New Orleans for some reason with the balconies and stuff, but since I'm not an architecture expert and I've never been to New Orleans, I don't exactly know what it looks like. But yeah, this kind of just reminds me of it, I guess. And I want all of the like community lots on this street to look very similar to this one. So I've actually already built a lounge that will go next to this build. That will be coming up next week sometime. But yeah, I will show you guys that. We talk about that one when we get to it. But yeah, it's very similar to this one. It kind of looks like it could possibly go in Strangerville as well. It's very, I don't know, similar in style to what I would picture would work in Strangerville. But yeah, for Willow Creek, for my save file, I figured I would go with this like New Orleans kind of style for like community lots, and then the other like residential lots in the world would be either colonial, like really fancy colonial buildings, or more just suburban, regular like suburban, new development kind of things. That's kind of the whole idea I had for Willow Creek, since it does remind me of, a regular suburban. Wow, my voice is going really funny. But yeah, it does remind me of a regular suburban place. It's not like Strangerville with that you can clearly say, oh, this is very like Wild West kind of, I don't know, like Arizona kind of place. So yeah, I didn't have that to work with, so I just decided it would be like regular suburbia, since I do love building suburban homes. And yeah, it's probably my favorite style to build in, if I'm honest, since I can just go crazy with whatever I want to do and just call it suburban, basically. I don't have to stick to modern or traditional styles when it comes to interiors as well. I can just put whatever I want in the build and then call it suburban, and it works. So yeah, that's why I wanted to go for that style for Willow Creek. And the colonial bit kind of comes from the look of the home, of the Oakenstead home, I believe it's called. Yeah, the 50 by 50, the biggest lot, that home, that's kind of colonial style. So I figured I would make like the richer homes in the area be like colonials, since I haven't built a colonial home in so long. And I can't think that it'll work in any of the other worlds that we have. So I figured Willow Creek would be the perfect place for it, and it would probably be the only place that it would actually make sense. So yeah, that was my whole idea of the style for behind these builds. Now, if you guys want to find any of these builds that I mention or whatever, or that you see me building, and any of these like any of these builds for my save file, in any of my rebuilding projects, these are all up on the gallery, guys. Whenever the videos go out for these, they will be up on the gallery. I have a lot of them already up on the gallery that are from even before I started my YouTube channel, and some of them are from like the really early days of my YouTube channel. Some of the first videos that I did on the channel were for my save files. So yeah, all of these are on the gallery. You guys can find them this one in particular, you guys can find if you search hashtag Rebuild Willow Creek, or you can search hashtag ChrissieYork. But for some of the older builds that were from before I had my channel, you guys can just go to my gallery page, which is just ChrissieYork. You guys can find it if you search it, and then you'll find all of the builds on there. None of these builds have custom content in them whatsoever. They're all completely custom content free, but I don't limit my pack usage when it comes to it comes to these builds. So I don't limit my packs when it comes to community lots or residential lots for my save file. Since it is for the save file, I want to create something that I would personally play with, and I have all of the packs. So yeah, it's really hard for me to build, you know, a ton of builds and not use all of the packs that I can use. I know a lot of people, most people probably don't have all of the packs, but a lot of the things that I use, you guys can replace, or, you know, download a different build from the gallery that uses things that you can use, or stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of the worlds, for example, there are just so many worlds that to think about just, you know, for example, just using base game and get together for the whole of Windenburg would cause Windenburg to look basically identical, to look very, I don't know, all of the builds that I do, if I do restrict my packs, and they usually end up looking very similar or like completely identical. So if I were to, yeah, like redo the whole of Windenburg and just use base game and get together, all of the builds would look exactly the same, since you only have those items. You can't, there's only so much in a pack that you can use for whatever style I want to go for. So yeah, I hope that makes sense, you guys. But yeah, like I said, if you've ever downloaded some of my builds and you don't have some of the items that I used, I mean, you can just renovate it and put in whatever you want to use. Now, something I want to mention is that these computers on the like little island counters that I kind of use as front desks, they're actually not functional. You don't have to worry about your Sims constantly wanting to go to the computer and use the computer whenever you want them to go to the gym or something, since they're not functional. I mean, a computer will work on an island counter, but you have to put a bar stool with it so that your Sims can actually sit there. And since I use like a regular office chair, they won't be able to sit there. So yeah, they won't continuously want to go and use the bloody computer when you want them to work out or something. Now, I did cut out this little bit of me placing those punching bags. Since they don't stay there, I do end up moving them upstairs. So yeah, I just cut that out since I figured you guys didn't have to see me placing them if I'm just going to move them anyway. So yeah, I figured I'd cut that little bit of the build out. But yeah, I made these lots look very homey, I guess is the word. And I don't know if that would be realistic when it comes to like community lots, but like I said, I had no idea what I could base this on. I've never been in a gym before in my life, and frankly, I wasn't in the mood to go and Google it just so that I could figure out what a gym looks like on the interior. I just couldn't be bothered to Google it, if I'm honest. And I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's The Sims, so at a certain point you do abandon realism and just do whatever you want, since that's one of the biggest like selling points of The Sims, is you can do whatever you want. You don't have to make things look realistic if you don't want to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy how this build turned out. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm just going to leave this video off here. And yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the build and that you're having an awesome day. If you did like the build, give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and sticking around. And remember to hit the notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys!
Right off the bat I knew I loved you. You had that sparkle in your eyes, some kind of shimmer in your presence.